Hello, in this training video, I'll go over finding and highlighting corner zones. And the first thing we're going to want to do is to open up our deflection elevations, any relevant floor plans, and the ASCE 716 wind load chart. The elevations and floor plans are going to be used to determine the location of the corner zones, while the wind load chart itself is going to give us the distance of that corner zone. And then to calculate the corner zone, without the wind load chart, it would be just finding the least building width of the building and multiplying that by 0.1 or 10%. And then another thing you're going to want to ensure is that the return wall of that corner zone is greater than the distance of the corner zone, as noted here, note 2 in the notes section. So once you open up all your relevant PDF documents, you're going to want to find that corner zone distance. And for this building, the least building width happened to be 115 feet, and 10% of that leaves us with the corner zone distance of 11.5 feet. So you jump over to the deflection elevations. And luckily here we have a pretty simple building with typical corners. But for buildings that are more complicated, it's always good to reference a floor plan just to ensure that you are truly highlighting corner zones. So as you can see here, the return legs or walls of these corner zones are greater than the least building width times that 0.1. So it looks like we'll have corner zones at all corners here on this building. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to measure the corner zone distance to scale on the deflection elevation. And this is going to provide the downstream customer with an accurate representation of the corner zone. So we look at the scale here and it says we're at 1/8 to 1 foot scale. Let's scale this guy properly. So now you're going to want to measure your 11.5 feet from there. So we end up right about here. The next step would be to go to your Jumpstart Deflection Elevation tool chest, find the corner zone highlighting tool, and go ahead and drag that rectangle to cover up your 11.5 feet. So here now we have one corner zone on the building. Now you're going to want to go around all the elevations and highlight those corner zones like so. So this corner zone will actually drop all the way down. To the next sheet. And then these are at the same scale, so these corner zone highlights still apply with the same distance. So now that we have all the corner zones highlighted here, we now know what areas are experiencing the higher wind loads, and we can use this to run our C-beam analysis and give our estimators and downstream customers an accurate representation as to what is required for those units.